This is the On the Pony Express podcast, hosted by Billy Embody, brought to you by Epoch Estate Wines. Walking strong on the Pony Express, a weekly segment with SMU alum, owner, vintner of Epoch Estate Wines, Bill Armstrong. Epoch Estate Wines, world-class wines from Paso Robles wine country. Learn more, Epoch, E-P-O-C-H, epochwines.com. And now your host. Billy Embody.
1, 2, 3, let me go.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Walking Strong podcast.
You know what? I'm sitting here at my favorite restaurant in Dallas, Bill Bouquet, and I come here all the time. And this was the very table that I used to come with Sonny Dykes, where he would just tell me all these things, and they were just all lies. And you know what? And I'm sitting there thinking back on it, a little sad, actually.
Yes, Bill comes here all the time by himself. We feel a little bit sorry for him, actually.
Yeah, a bit pathetic, drinking here alone. Anyway, it's great. Let's get on with the podcast.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Walking Strong with Bill Armstrong in the shadow of your comment right now.
Oh, the comments, you
Well,
know,
no shadow.
I mean, it's just like, you know, there's dorms on campus, and then there's the dorm.
Yeah, Palace.
Armstrong Commons. I mean, it's not the warehouse or that Crumb building or Lloyd's. This is like a really good dorm. Yeah. So that's kind of a cool place. That's all right. But, you know, then we got the Golden Dome. I'm not sure you can see it in that picture, but it is like the only one that has that. You know, and there's a reason for that.
Yes.
I just had to pay more for it. That's the reason. Hey, we had some fun shit to talk about today. And we're going to drink a great wine. A 2011 Ingenuity. 2011. When were you in school? 2011?
I was.
Think about that. You couldn't even drink this in 2011.
I was pledging Fiji. Definitely wasn't drinking it.
You were drinking
Taka.
You were drinking you punch or whatever they called it in the Fiji house, whatever it is. Hey, this is the 2011 Ingenuity. It is absolutely spectacular. You guys can't drink it because there's none left. This came out of my cellar. 2011. Think about that. I mean, think about how young you were back then. You're a quarterback, and those are the halcyon days, weren't they?
Yes.
You know, absolutely unbelievable. Hey, we're 11-2. I mean, think about that.
Is that why you picked the 2011?
I mean, see, play on words. I didn't know. I did. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
I am totally digging it. 11-2. We want to talk about the game a little bit?
Yes.
Looking back on it, utter domination, absolutely total domination. I mean, but for our 3 turnovers in the first half, and the missed field goal, you know, we're walking away 28-0 at halftime.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of the boys. I'm so proud of Rhett. And you know, Tulane, they're scrappy. They win. You know, what are they? Were they 18th ranked when we played them?
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
You know what? This is like sex in a bottle.
That is outstanding.
This is like sex in a bottle.
That's a lot better than beer. We'll talk about that.
We're going to edit that out. I was going to say in a bottle, but I thought that doesn't sound good at all. We'll edit that out.
Okay.
I could go. All right, I'm not going to go there. Anyway, we clearly are having a great time because SMU is just on a roll. Yes. I mean, what a great year for us to start this podcast. Yeah. I mean, we haven't been. When was the last time we had 11 wins?
1980s.
Was it 80s?
Maybe.
Have we ever had 11 wins? Did we? That was
missing the post-game notes after.
I should, yeah. You know,
racing over to record the instant reaction. I didn't look close enough.
I'm still sobering up from this weekend.
Yeah,
it was just so much fun. But the game, it was just terrific. It's hard to tell on television, but that field was slick.
Yeah, a lot of slip in and slide.
It was wet, and it was kind of drizzly the whole game. And so, you know, you look at Rooster fell down, Kamar fell down a couple of times. Yeah. I mean, it was hard to.
On their touchdown, the DB fell down. SMU's.
Oh, I thought it was because,
but it was also a false start.
It was a false start on the whole right side of the Tulane line. I was beginning to think that the referees were trying to throw it.
Yeah, they tried
on behalf of Tulane. So I mean, it was just so terrific. In the after game celebration,
that was special.
On the field was
people
really
pouring
special.
over.
I mean,
I didn't expect that.
What's amazing is we had so many people from SMU fans that were there. It was incredible. I mean, think about it, if that had been at Ford Field. Yeah. It would have been one of those memorable nights, you know, like tear the goalpost down kind of nights.
Yeah.
You know. So anyway, super proud of our boys, and I feel okay. I'm going to say this about my Tulane brethren. I feel so sorry for you guys. The next day, Willie Fritz leaves and goes to frickin' Cougar High.
Yeah.
I mean, can you believe that? I mean, Tillman Fertitta has just, he's got a big wallet.
Yep.
And I guess I can't blame Willie Fritz because he's going to a P4 or whatever they call it now.
Yeah.
The Big 12. And, but I kind of considered him to be a loyal guy. I actually thought he was one of the class acts in college football.
I think he is still.
Oh, you may be right, but gosh, I don't know.
I was in there when of course he got asked after the game. Some of his players immediately are shaking their heads like, no, it didn't impact us, which I didn't think it did. They just got whipped, as Rhett Lashley said.
Well, Rhett Lashley needs to join Texas. He got whooped. He didn't get whipped. Whipped is something they do in Arkansas.
Yeah.
To their stepsisters or something.
Oh, God.
But in Texas, you get whooped, and we just put a whooping on them. We really did. And I do think that they played less hard because, I mean, think about it. They had somebody really, really important in their life, their head football coach, kind of leave them.
Yeah.
And I mean, that hurts everybody, especially when you're a 20-year-old young man.
Yeah.
And you looked up to him as a father figure sort of thing. I mean, look at how bad SMU turned on Sonny Dykes.
Yeah.
I think we were in Cincinnati.
Yep.
When he announced.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
That was.
Our team didn't even bother to play.
Yeah.
So I do think that helped us in that game. I think we win regardless.
Yeah.
But
I saw.
Anyway, it was funny that one of my Tulane buddies sent me a picture of Willie Fritz getting off the airplane. Tillman's jet in Houston, welcome to Cougar, blah, blah. And it reminded me of when that Sonny Dykes took the helicopter and landed it on midfield at TCU.
Yeah.
Jesus. So I know how they felt.
Sure.
I mean, I felt bad for them. So, but anyway, I hope they find a really good coach.
I saw some player families on the field afterwards, specifically some defensive ones. Let's just say, I think what we talked about before with some of the all-conference teams, snubs.
Yeah.
That defense was pissed.
They
basically gave up one play as a touchdown, and I'm not even going to put the QB sneak on them.
No, I agree.
Yeah, the first play.
Yeah, no, that didn't count.
That
didn't count.
They played awesome football.
It was essentially a shutout, really.
Yeah.
I mean, there was that one. Yeah, you're right. And you felt it. Wouldn't you have hated to be Michael Pratt in that game?
Man, he got beat up.
He got beat.
What a warrior,
up.
but he got beat up.
He is a warrior, but he just got beat up. And that dominant running back of theirs got shut the down.
Yeah.
I mean, what did he have, like 20 yards or something?
30-something on 11 carries.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
Nothing. They averaged 1.2 yards per rush.
And you could tell he was getting slippery in the second half, but it still didn't know he had nowhere to go.
Nothing.
So proud of our defense. And hey, you want to talk about Bowl?
Yes.
Let's talk about the fact how we got.
That was tough. At least there wasn't a selection show party.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. I don't want to diminish anything about the win. Talking about
the win was awesome. It was incredible.
Talking about the Bowl. But the idea that Liberty got selected over SMU to play in the New Year's Six, I always say New York Six, the New Year's Six Bowl.
Yeah. That's
a joke.
Yeah, I mean, New Mexico State, if their quarterback had been healthy, they would have, probably been able to carry out the win and get it. But they gave up 35 points to a third-string quarterback. I mean,
at home,
they haven't played. They didn't play at Power 5. They didn't play. I mean, it was.
Let's go through their schedule, right? Okay, let's go through it. FIU, where the, Florida International, where is it?
It's. I want to say it's down. South Florida.
See, he doesn't even know.
I don't even know.
How about these? Middle Tennessee State.
Middle Tennessee.
God. You see, there's Old Dominion.
Yep.
Then one weekend they beat the Little Sisters of the Poor, I think.
Yeah.
And then another weekend they beat the Benevolent Order of Antelope.
Yeah.
And then another weekend they beat I don't even know these schools. Sam Houston State.
Yeah.
Was it Sam Houston?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking, are you?
Yeah.
I mean,
and Florida State got left out.
Hats off to Liberty for having an undefeated season.
Yeah.
But they should have put on there that they beat their meat during the season too. I mean, if they have, might as well just talk about all the beatings they took that year, right?
Yeah.
Jesus. And Florida State. I mean, you got to feel sorry for Florida
Yeah.
State.
And it's wild because they get left out for just winning all the games on their schedule.
Mm-hmm.
But then Liberty gets in over SMU. I just look. I mean, the
I don't
TCU
know.
loss, that one hurt. Looking back now,
Looking back on it, Sonny Dykes. It's a ghost of Sonny Dykes.
Yeah.
Because we're drinking ingenuity.
Yeah.
It was ingenious how he kept us out of the New York Six Bowl, because he realized the only way he could do that was by totally sucking at TCU this year.
The rest of the year.
Yeah. If you look at our season, we had a bad second half a bad fourth quarter against OU, and we had a bad second half against TCU.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we run the table all year.
I know.
That's how close we were. But hey, you know what? I love Boston.
Yep.
Everybody should go to Fenway. I'm hoping the weather won't be just horrible, because it can be horrible in Boston, and that's a weird setup for football.
Yep.
It's kind of strange. And we get to play an ACC opponent right out of the box.
Who comes here next year?
Who comes here next year? I mean, they're not very good, Boston College, but I've always been a BC fan.
Yep.
Ever since the Doug Flutie days.
Yeah.
So I'm happy we're playing them, and it's good that we're traveling to a fun game. I would have preferred to go to the Peach Bowl or the Fiesta Bowl, but you know what? Life goes on. I'm not going to complain about it anymore. I don't want Mustang Nation to complain about it anymore, because my phone has been blowing up.
Yeah.
People bitch moaning. It doesn't work.
Yeah, there's nothing
it's over. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Get them to come back in session, and us in Florida State go there and complain a little bit?
Yeah.
So
all this team's going to do is maybe rally and say, hey, let's show why.
I could not agree with you more.
Yep.
By the way, transfer portal opens up today.
Yep, as we're recording.
I just have a feeling that we're going to crush it in the transfer portal. Not only were we 10-2, but we're now in the ACC.
11-2.
Did I say 10-2? Fuck, 11-2 Jesus.
Shaking the cobwebs from NOLA.
Yeah, sorry. I've got a lot on my mind today.
Yeah.
So 11-2, and we have all these young men are thinking, you know what, I can come back to Dallas and play and on the big stage.
Yeah.
I can play Clemson.
Every game next year but one is against a Power 5.
Yeah, there you go.
How about that for scheduling?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, bring it on.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it, baby. Tonight, we're having a really, really fun spirit party. You guys met Mary Crow earlier. We're having a wonderful get-together at Carrie Teller's house. Carrie Teller used to be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. Her husband, Andy Teller, great SMU alums. They have the most house you have ever seen. I cannot wait to this party tonight. Mary's going to bring the squads, both the Poms and the cheer. It is going to be so much fun. We're going to crush it. So, brother, let's talk about the podcast from here.
Yep.
What do? We're done. The Pony Express case is done.
Yes.
And do you want to stop this?
I don't. We need the feedback. What do they want to see?
What do y'all think? Should we talk about basketball going forward?
Should we get some interviews in the off season?
Oh, we can get some cool interviews. I think.
Yeah. I mean,
who do you want? Who would be your perfect interview? Patrick Mahomes? Would he be good?
As long as he brings Rasheed, he's the bigger celebrity.
Oh, Rasheed. Oh, for sure, Rasheed. We got to get him. We got to bring James Prochet back.
Yeah, 100%.
No doubt. We still have to get Craig James. He hasn't done this yet.
Lance McElhaney.
Oh, Lance doesn't want to do it. Lance,
come on,
man
Lance.
up, Lance.
Yeah,
come on.
We can ride scooters and everything together. We can do that. We can just be mic'd up the whole time.
That would be so much fun. So, but there's we could probably bring in some really killer guys. I mean, I got some kind of stars at SMU that are not really involved with the sports program that can be cool.
We laid some groundwork, I think, Saturday night for some future interviews.
David Miller, you're going to be on the podcast, no doubt. Brad Cheese, I want you on the podcast, but I don't think Gerald Turner is going to allow that. Dr. Turner's probably that probably won't happen. But
we'll be back next season
for sure. Next season,
yes.
And we may hit y'all up with a couple of. We'll do a post bowl game for sure.
Yep.
And then, but let us know if you want us to keep doing this. We're certainly happy to stop it. I don't want to stop it though.
Yeah.
I'm having a ball.
Yeah.
All right,
Great
brother.
time.
So
Cheers.
great.
Cheers to
you.
11-2.
Yep.
Great season.
Yep.
The first one of Walking Strong.
Yes. So great.
Thanks for listening, guys. For Bill Armstrong, I'm Billy Embody.
All right, so I'm sitting here at my favorite restaurant, Bill Bouquet, and I'm at the very table that I used to come here with Sonny Dykes, where he would just lie to me as much as possible. Sad memories, actually. It was written up in Sports Illustrated. Did you realize that, Kate?
I did not realize
See?
that.
Famous table. Anyway, Kate, what do you think?
Well, we see Bill all the time. Comes in by himself. We feel sorry for him, actually.
I'm a little bit pathetic.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Introduce the podcast.
Oh, okay. Yes, this is Bill Armstrong for episode
Walking Strong.
Walking Strong. Yes.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the On the Pony Express podcast with Billy Embody. Follow us on your socials on X at SMU On3 and on Instagram at On3SMU. And keep it locked to OnThePonyExpress.com for more coverage.